Irving police say a baby ejected from a moving car and struck by another driver was not secured in a child safety seat. In fact, police say none of the 4 young children inside that car were secured when a back door opened and the baby fell out. Fox 4's Stephen Dial live in Irving tonight with the story. Stephen.
Steve, as of now, the mother of the child and the person who struck the child with their vehicle have not been charged. Irving police trying to figure out how that door opened leading up into this fatal incident. Irving police say there were 4 young children inside a car and none of them were in a safety seat or booster seat when an 8-month-old fell out of the car Sunday morning and got hit and killed by another driver.
None of them were secured either in that car seat, and those car seats were definitely not secured to the seats.
It happened at the intersection of MacArthur and Ranch View Trail in Irving. Somehow, while the child's mother was driving, the right back door opened. Police described a witness account of what happened next.
They thought that it was a baby doll that was falling out of the car. They saw the other vehicle drive over the child, and that's when they realized that it was a child. They immediately stopped.
And while the witness stopped, the person who drove over the little girl kept going.
We are not calling it a hit and run because we honestly don't think that the person that ran over the child knows that they ran over that child.
Police are now looking at nearby surveillance video to find more about the driver who struck the girl. There is no good description of the vehicle other than a generic black sedan.
We have a Raising Cane's, we have a Starbucks, we have a lot of restaurants that are in that area.
Police have also not released any additional information about the child or her mother. It's unclear if the rear door was properly locked or if the door that opened was even fully closed to begin with. The other children in the car were between the ages of 2 and 6 years old.
Between 5 and 8, they have to at least be in a booster seat.
The Department of Child Family Services is also investigating, but wouldn't provide any further information. As for the mother, she could eventually be charged with child endangerment.
There's a range of potential charges that she could be facing.
And in an email, Department of Child Family Services also told us that they have not had any prior contact with this family before this incident. Meanwhile, just a day before this fatal accident, Irving police held a workshop with parents to safely install car seats and booster seats. The Officer Reeves tells me that they likely will have another one following this incident.